Hi, it's Michelle with Books Cause Insomnia. I'm here today to do the F tag. I discovered this tag watching Katrina Reads. She did a video on this tag, and I'm going to put a link to this video that she did down in the description box, and I'll also tag it up here at the end of the video. I definitely recommend watching that video because I think she did a really good job of the F tag. And this was created by Jim, and I will put their link to their original tag down in the description box as well. F is for France. Who is your favorite French author? Well, I only have one French book that I know of that I have read, and I did really love it, but that's going to be The Count of Monte Cristo. I thought this book was a very good book about the decisions we make, revenge, what we keep in our hearts, whether it's worth it to keep hating people and plan revenge, and it's really good. But one thing I've discovered over the years is that I love books that are translated from other languages to English. I find that there's something really refreshing about reading books from authors who aren't here in America. I feel like there's a matter of factness that they have that other authors here don't tend to have as much of. The politically correct speak seems to not be there, and I kind of find it refreshing to just hear what people really think instead of like very delicately trying to say everything. I definitely look forward to reading more translated books in the future. It's one of the many things that I'm trying to read more of. F is for fiction. Approximately what percentage of your reading is fiction? I'd say maybe 10%, and of that, most of them are, sorry, Zelda's right behind the camera, and what are you doing? Or what am I trying to say? Most of them are historical fiction. I love historical fiction. It's like learning about history, but in a much more interesting way than reading a textbook. Hi. Hi. Do you want to come sit over here? You can come over here. Yeah, you can say hi. Okay. Is that good? Do you want to sit there? F is for fantasy. Who is your favorite fantasy author? I don't read a lot of fantasy. That's another thing I'm hoping to change, sort of, like a little bit. Maybe just read a little bit more of it. I really like Madeleine L'Engle. I've only read one book of hers so far, though, but I love it. I've read it more than once. Do you consider that fantasy, though? Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Marty. I am just being devoured by cat love right now. F is for 5 stars. How many books have been 5-star reads for you this year? Okay, I was a little bit surprised when I counted how many 5-star reads I've had this year. I'm almost embarrassed to say how many I've had. I've had 35 of them. Apparently, I'm pretty easy to please. Like, I thought I was kind of picky, but maybe I'm not. 35 5-star reads. And that usually what that means is there's nothing I would change about the book. Or if it was something I would change, I didn't consider it like a big flaw per se. It usually means I plan on reading a book again, and it's a book that sticks with me in some way. But it's funny because I have a couple of 4-star books that have stuck with me and that I plan on reading again. It's just there's something in it that like really bothered me or something. So maybe I'm not as picky of a reader as I think I am. But I mean, is that a bad thing? I don't know. F is for funny. Funny has two meanings. What book did you find both funny, peculiar, and funny, haha? Okay, the first one that just immediately comes to my mind. This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan Tropper. This was made into a movie. I didn't like the movie version though. But I have read it 3 times now. And I think it's about this guy who, he's Jewish, okay? And his dad passes away and he goes and sits, I'm sorry, I'm not Jewish, so I don't know what it's called. Sit Shiva. He goes to Sit Shiva, which is spending 7 days and nights under the same roof as one's family. Well, there's a lot of drama going on in that family as far as the family dynamics, but also just with the members of the family and their own personal lives. And the book is just so funny. The way that he looks at things, the protagonist. You know how like sometimes people have experiences where like, if anything could go wrong, it does. And it just keeps spiraling out of control. That's kind of how this goes. And after a while, it kind of gets funny. But it's also peculiar in some of the things that happen. And it's peculiar that I find a book about a funeral funny. So. But it is really good. I recommend it. Another one that I thought was peculiar and funny was this book right here. Oh yeah, you can see that. Razorblade Tears. I laughed. I was shocked. I cried. It's another stellar book. Okay. F is for Fight Club and film adaptation. What book and film adaptation both merited 5 stars in your opinion? I've got 3 of them. The Silence of the Lambs, Dolores Clairborne, and White Oleander. I thought all 3 of those books were 5-star and all 3 of those movies were 5-star. Oh, are you tired? What is going on with my cats? I'm getting a lot of love right now and I don't know what I did. Marty is laying on my feet and Zelda is right here. Hi. Okay. F is for Frida. This is a chance to show off your furry friends. Well, okay. So we have 2 cats. They are both black cats. And the reason that I have black cats is when I was living in Florida, I was living in the Tampa Bay area. I had read that there was some kind of black magic going on. And people would adopt black cats at certain times of the year and sacrifice them. And it horrified me. And so I made it my mission, because that was going on in that area specifically. I made it my mission to adopt only black cats because I really felt like I was rescuing someone. And I did find out from the vet that I had back then that it's true, that this was really going on in that area. So I adopted Zelda in August of 2008, and she was a kitten. Zelda is a lap cat. She loves to cuddle. She wants to be with me all the time. I don't, unless she's sleeping in her bed during the day, 'cause she's got a bed in our bedroom. I usually know exactly where she is because she's right there with me. She's a very, very sweet girl. And Zelda is named after Princess Zelda from the game. And if you know what that is, you know what that is. But if you don't, I'm not going to explain it. What? Zelda Sally, my pretty girl, my beautiful girl. I don't know if you can hear her purring. She's got a really loud purr box. And then we have Marty. We adopted Marty when we were newlyweds. It was March of 2012 that we adopted. Yeah, 2012 that we adopted him. And he was a 4-month-old kitten when we got him. And he has just been a very fun addition to our lives. He's and our family, of course. He's very playful and fun. I think he thinks he's a dog. Like, he loves playing with toys. He loves water. He's definitely a water cat. If the faucet's on, he'll go play in it and rub all over in it, and just, he thinks water is amazing. He drinks a lot of water, loves putting his paws in water. He likes going on our balcony and singing to the birds. And he's not a lap cat, but at night when I go to read in bed, which I do every night, he will come cuddle with me while I'm reading. And he likes to just soak up the feel of the book, which I think is really cute. So he's more of a bookish cat, I would say, than Zelda is. And the sad part is they don't really get along that well. They're not friends. They tolerate each other, but I don't think they particularly like each other. And then Marty, he is named after, when we adopted him, we were still living in Tampa Bay back then, and we are Tampa Bay Lightning fans, and Brad's favorite hockey player of all time is Marty St. Louis, and that's what we named Marty after. But it's kind of funny because in the movie Back to the Future, that Marty McFly, he kind of has a very similar personality to him. So it's kind of funny that we named him after a hockey player, but he's kind of got that Marty McFly spirit about him. Hi. F is for flower. What is the last book you read with the name of a flower in the title? The Magnolia Sisters by Michelle Major. And that was a book that I really couldn't get into, and I DNF'd, but it did have a flower in the title. And then the last question is, F is for flash fiction. What are your thoughts or experiences of this medium? Okay, I really had to look this up. I didn't know what flash fiction was. And Marty, why are you scratching the carpet? Stop it. Could you wait till I'm done with the video at least? It's basically short stories. And so, let's see, where is it? This is a really good example of flash fiction. This is the yellow wallpaper. Look at how thin that is. It's a very short story. But this is actually, it was from 1892 though, and it's one of the pioneer books about feminism. So if you haven't read it, I recommend it. I also recently read a book. Shoot, it's not in here. Is it 13 Came to Dinner by Agatha Christie? And that is what really spurred this short story excitement that I have. I really enjoy short stories. I didn't think that I was a short story person, but I am. Whether it's a short story by itself or it's a book of short stories, I'm trying to actually read a short story every month because I think that there's a lot of really good short stories out there, and I don't think that they get enough recognition, if I'm honest. I think that might be part of why some books seem so drawn out, is the author's trying to have it not be a short story. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's all I've got for the F tag, but I love these alphabet tags that Jim is coming up with. So if you want to make more, Jim, I'm not going to complain. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Happy reading. Also, happy Thanksgiving. It's right around the corner. I don't know if I'll be doing another video this week or not. Maybe I'll surprise you with one the day after Thanksgiving or something, but I don't know if anybody's going to be watching book videos this week. Bye.